Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to listen to some mumbly jumbly. All the way from St. Albans, your host for tonight, Abs the Magic, Supercoach Godfather.
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, and to all my friends that are from India, namaste. That means hello. I think it means hello. I copied it from Google, so I think it says hello. Anyway, let's get back with the video program. Now, today's episode we're gonna talk about, let's go back to our playlist here, how to drive this Ferrari. Let's go to a video full playlist. Then we've got episode 1 and episode 2. Episode 1, we had the questions and explanation. Episode 2 had the answers for episode 1, plus it had another question, which was at the end of episode 2, which we're now going to answer in episode 3. So just calm it down, it's coming. Anyway, we're also going to have another question at the end of this episode. And things are going to get a little bit more serious now. So we're going to make some tough decisions. This is going to be real life experience. But we don't lose the trades, luckily. This is just pretending. Anyway, let's get on with the episode. Let's see what happens. Now, question 2, which we asked was, what would you do? It's the end of round 1. The following players are not in your team. And this is what they scored. We had Zeeble go at 148. We had Long at 125. Ridley went 135. We had 2 rookies go crazy. Both scored 80. Oscar Baker and Sin. Now, the following players that were in your team, and yes, you picked them. It's not my fault. And they were Perkins, who went at 60. Stewart at 80. Oliver went 60, but we were just pretending he got tagged, okay? So just calm it down. Agoda went 50, and Ashcroft, the rookie, went 50. If this happens, I'm going to get very upset if Ashcroft goes 50. I paid 200k for him and goes to 50. He's going to have problems. Anyway, what do you do was the question. You have 4 options. A was to delete the app. We're just like, calm it down, we're not going to do that. B was to make 3 trades using a boost. C was to make 2 trades. And D was to wait for the next week with no trades. I should have had an E in there as well and make 1 trade. I didn't do that. That's silly. It's a very stupid of me. I can't believe I didn't do that. Anyway, that was another option. Some of you actually gave the answers at E, and I didn't even have an option E there. Anyway, just calm it down, okay? I'll take the answers. Let's have a look how you answered this. Now, before I start, I just want to say something. We had 628 views, and we had 63 comments. That's 1 in 10 of you that viewed this video made a comment. That is unbelievable, okay? That is unbelievable. Find me any video that can have 1 in 10 ratio with views and comments. I've never seen one in my life. Like, you guys are superstars, legends. All of you that answered are legends. All of you that watch the legends as well, just calm it down. These are also legends. Now, remember, 819 subscribers. We're trying to get to 1,000. The minute we get to 1,000, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to reward you with a team reveal. I'm going to show you my team. You're going to see it. Everything. Anyway, let's get back to this question now. Now, let's start off. My friend, Peter Friedrich, he answered. So let's get the whole answer here. He said, this is a hard question, not knowing roles. Well, that's my fault. I should have told you the roles. Anyway, with team selections, etc. However, my initial reaction is to make no trades, okay? Being option D. The main reason is that the first week's scores only affect price rises and falls for 1 week. In round 3, I therefore would wait another round to see the rolls, etc. Okay, well, that's fair enough. And he wants to do more research as well. That's fair. We're going to give actually one last thing. Can everyone make sure they subscribe? We're going to give him 10. 10 for this one. That's a good boy. Okay. Thank you very much, Peter. Legend. Peter is a legend, everybody. Okay. Now, and your answer is correct as well. I'm going to give you a tick for that because I'm going to give you my answer. All right. Doesn't mean that my answer is right, but I'm going to give you my answer as well at the end. But your answer is also correct. So there is actually no right or wrong answer in this one also. Everyone is correct. Everyone's a winner today. Okay, just calm it down. Anyway, let's get to Causa. Another one of my good friends here. He says E. He's made his own answer. He said E. Back in your primos, unless their roles have completely changed. But for mid-prices and rookies, we need to research. Good boy. He needs to research the roles, the heat maps, and the game statistics, and try to find the problem. Good boy, Causa. I'm going to recruit you. You're going to be one of my coaches, okay? And he says, make an educated guess as to why they didn't perform, and make adjustments from there. Okay, good man. Now he says, let's have a look. I'm lost track. Okay, but if I have a good role and maybe just had an off night, efficiency-wise, we keep and observe in round 2 as prices don't change until round 3. Keep up the grind. Love your work. Good boy, Causa. Giving you two likes. Okay. Kristen Wick, he tells me, and the Kristen is another one of our regulars. Okay. He says, C, the Scodfather has taught me to be aggressive. So use trades to improve early. Look at the heat maps and identify your clear role changes, in particular Long and Zeeble. Good man, Kristen, I love your work. 2 ticks for you as well. Okay, but he says keep primos like Clary and make a note to listen to Abs Magic next time, and rookies with job security. That is absolutely correct. Now, my musician, Daryl Hall, he says, hi Abdul, it's either C or D for me. Research why my picks failed, and if it's a terminal problem, research why the 5 players scored well and decide whether to get them in. Look at roll, time on ground, CBAs. Good boy, Daryl. Stewart and Oliver are great picks and will bounce back unless injured. Rookies will always fluctuate. Gota and Ashcroft could bounce back if they have no problems, and Baker and Singh could just have one good game. He says Perkins to Zeeble or Long. He's going to think about which one he's going to go to. Look like a good option if you have some cash. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but a pretty quick marathon. It's actually a sprint, Daryl. It's a sprint. We're not marathoning no more. That was the old days. We're sprinting now. Just calm it down. Okay, I'm giving you 2 likes for that. Okay, we go to Darren Walker now, and he says he got Baker and Sin and only Ashcroft out. Well, how are you going to do this, Darren? You're going to have 2 in and 1 out. What's going on? You have something special you can do with the trades? Okay, maybe he's just going to get 1 of in for now. That's what he means. Okay, just 1 in. So either Ashcroft out for Sin or Baker. Okay, I accept this one. And the others didn't score that well. So not particularly worried. The only thing I'm worried about is that my rookie cheapies are all playing and that they are scoring okay. That good boy. Good answer, Darren. Very good answer, and I'm giving you 2 ticks because you also mentioned the Scodfather for life. I love this boy. Okay, next. Pat Wolves, my friend. Okay, what is he saying? He says, this one all depends on the situation for me. First, I will do what the Scodfather has taught me and look at their heat maps. Good boy. If there are any role that doesn't suit them, then they are out. That's it. There is no second chances, Pat Wolves. Straight out. We don't give no mercy. Okay, however, if they are playing a role which I like, then I'll wait and see. Good answer, Pat Wolves. You're a very smart boy. Okay, you get into university status now, Pat Wolves. Yeah, Adam Proberts, he says, loving these videos. He's going for C. Primos are primos. I couldn't justify to trade out 1 after round 1. That's a good answer. Unless significant injury. He says, assuming Perkins has had a bad role, no CBAs on the wing, half forward, yes. They're a position we don't like. I would go Perkins to Zeeble. Top answer, Adam. Beautiful. He says Zeeble, if the role he takes is kick-ins. Mate, Zeeble, I'm giving you two ticks. Zeeble. Adam, I'm giving you 2 ticks. Zeeble gets 2 ticks too if he takes kick-ins, okay? Just calm it down. Okay, anyway. He said, with this being said, I think the Magic way would be to use free trades and play the aggressive game. Bring in Ridley, Zeeble, and one of the high-scoring rooks with Stewart, Perkins, and go. Now, I can't tell you what Magic going to do. Just calm it down. I'll tell at the end, but it's very close. you could be right, but I'll let you know later. Okay, next. Liam Schultz. Now, from memory, last time Liam Schultz gave me an answer, and it was so big. Liam Schultz is university status right now. Okay, let's see how small this will be. Oh my God, he's giving me an essay. Okay, Liam Schultz. Before, I used to have you at the back of the classroom. Now you're sitting at the front right next to me, okay? Now, he says, first of all, well done. This is a really clever series, but on to answering the question, okay? He says, given the lack of information, this answer has the following assumptions. Okay, it's my fault. I'm very sorry. It says, Ashcroft and Goda both had the role that we currently think they'll have, inside half-back. Perkins played most of the game at half-forward. Will Powell is currently on track to be back in Gold Coast team by round 5. We don't know this, but yet, let's assume that. Redmond, McGrath, Hine and Heppel all played in defence of the Bombers, okay? Zeeble played a defensive role and took kick-ins. Okay, let's assume all this happened, okay? Given these assumptions, he would make one trade in this situation, okay? And this is because he would have no interest to trade in Long and Ridley. Long because I'm back in my thought process that Powell coming back will hurt his scoring, yeah? And Ridley because I think there are too many mouths to feed in the Bombers. Okay, I also have no interest in trading out Goda and Ashcroft because I'm backing their roles to average 70 plus. That's fair enough. Now he's saying, assuming all the bench rookies performed acceptably, I also have no interest bringing in Sin and Baker, who I believe both are at risk of being sub or dropped. Yep, that's a good answer. It says, this leaves me with only 3 players in the team who I would consider trading out of my side, being Oliver, Stewart and Perkins. Meaning I do not need to use a boost, and I may as well make one trade this week. So he's virtually saying he's going to have Oliver, Stewart, and Perkins over the next 2 weeks. So being Perkins is the one he's going to trade out this week, mate. This boy is too smart. Okay, I'm going to give him 2 ticks. Okay, and he says he's going to trade out he's going to trade Zeeble in and Perkins out if Zeeble has that proven defensive role. Love the answer. Okay, Liam, you are a star. Okay, I'll put stars here, but they don't let me, so I will give you a gold star for this answer. Okay, now, James has said, it'll go B, alright? If there are genuinely good roles for those that scored well and bad roles for those that didn't, then I would bring in Baker or for Goda, okay? And Zeeble for Perkins. And Long for someone else. I'd probably keep a forward Primo or Stewart if possible and trade a mid-pricer, but I would be willing to trade a Primo for Long. Love that answer, James. Giving you 2 ticks. Good boy. Now, Corey. What does he say? Corey's one of our regulars too. He says, he'll go B. Using a boost to get in the right rookies. Corey's a very aggressive young man. Okay, let's have a look what he says. He says, Sin and Baker for Godo and Ashcroft. Okay, I like. So you can get the cash generation and trade Perkins to Zeeble or Stewart. Yes, I like this answer. Can wait on Long as hasn't done it before, but Zeeble has his role. Good answer, Corey. Okay, you're sitting at the front of the class as well. Okay, my boy Shane. I've already given him a tick. He says, assess each player individually. Research why all the players mentioned scored the way they did in regards to form, role, tag, weather conditions, etc. He says, if the reason points to a permanent shift in expected scoring, a trade may be required. Good answer, Shane. 2 ticks, 1 more. Okay. Now we're going for my name. He says D, he's not trading as well. He says, I've never liked trading after round 1, barring injury. Has always worked well for me and will keep doing that. The only trade I would consider is Perkins to Zeeble, but I would need 42k in the bank. Well, that's where you need some cash. Okay, no money, no honey. But good answer. 2 ticks for you. We go to Costanza, another regular. He says, no trades for him as well. He says, had all pre-season to decide on these players. Have to hold faith in them for at least another round. Okay, that's a good answer. Although, if you had 1 trade as an option, I would choose that Zeeble getting 1 for it can really set your rank back. Yes, that's correct. It's going to hurt you. Using 2 trades or more now won't give you any value. Would only make it harder to get a full primo team. Okay, that's a good answer, Costanzo. We'll give you 2 ticks. Okay, we're going to Chris now. He says, Scodfather, in previous years I would say D, just to calm her down and wait until next week. But, he says, however, after heeding your advice, I think I would say C or even B. Chris has become a very aggressive young man. Okay, let's see what he's done. I've changed him. Okay, I think we need to be aggressive and react quickly. Yes, you do. Assuming after research that the 5 players are must-haves, I would probably burn 3 trades so I can get another 2 the week after. I would probably dump Oliver. More tags coming. The Scodfather was right. Alright, Perkins and Goda. You didn't listen to the Scodfather, Chris. Okay, and he says, and bring in a rookie, Long and Zeeble. This will slightly damage the structure, however, it leaves me enough bank to repair next week, so I can just calm it down. Love the content, keep it up. I'm gonna give it this man 3 likes. Alright, good boy. I'm gonna put you in front of the class as well, Chris. Or you're gonna sit next to Lee. Okay, now Mucha has come on the show. Good boy, Mucha. He says, C, definitely making 2 trades. Good, aggressive mood, Mucha. I like this. He says, Perkins and Goda are gone, but I'm confident Oliver, Stewart, and Ashcroft will improve. That's a top answer. Actually, that's a very good answer. 2 ticks for you as well. Another regular, Shane, has come on and said, 2 trades. What's happened? Everyone's got aggressive now. Alright, one being getting a rookie in, a rookie out. And Zeeble for Perkins. Good boy. Maximize cash generation, but at the same time, not burning a boost. I like this answer. I'd look to burn one of those after round 2 personally before price drops. Good boy. 2 ticks for you, Shane. Good work. You're going to sit in the front of the class as well. Now, Jack West Jr., the young man. He's come back on. Good boy, Jack. He says, depends what else has happened in your team with injuries, suspensions, etc. Yes, well, we didn't mention them, so this is the good answer, Jack, so far. Then look at why each of them has scored poorly. And if you think it will continue in the short term, if you think they will continue to score poorly, and if you think the cheaper option who have scored will continue, trade them out, make some early cash. Even look at upcoming fixtures for all too. Good answer, Jack. 2 ticks for you, young man. Okay, we have Lance Franklin. We have a celebrity on today. Good boy, Lance. Thank you for joining our show. He says, love your work, Abs Magic. He says, D for me. He's doing no trades, Lance. He says, can't trade out the keepers unless there is a clear role change. No point trading out fit rookies with job security on one bad score. That's a good answer, Lance. And imagine trading Perkinator out for Zeeble after round 1, and then Zeeble gets injured. Prepare to use these trades the following week, but none this week. That's a good answer, Lance. Let's see what else he said. So also, can you do a review for Redmond, Mills, Blickoffs, and Bailey? I can do all of these for you, young man, but Mills, you should know all about Mills. Well, Lance Franklin knows everything about Mills. I should be asking you, but I'm going to do Mills for sure. That's a top answer. 2 ticks for you, young man. Moved on with Eddie now. Let's have a look at Eddie's answer. He says, I'm not planning to start with Oliver or Stewart. However, in playing to the scenario, I'd pick B. I'd make 3 trades. Eddie's a very aggressive young man. Eddie must be my cousin. Okay, he says, Oliver, Stewart, and Perkins out, and bring in Zeeble, Ridley, and the best money-making mid. Eddie doesn't muck around there. He's a strict coach. Eddie's my assistant coach at the moment at Abs Magic. Okay, he says, I'd wait for another week to see if Long, Sin, and Baker can back it up following week. Good boy, Eddie. I love the aggression. 2 ticks for you, young man. Okay, we go to John McDonald. He says, D, he's not trading. He says, I would wait. First round, jump-ons always cost you wasted trades. Well, it did last year for me. He says, I did that in my first 2 rookie years. Exercise patience. Wait till after the round 2, he says. Then trade out the duds and bring in the big price jumpers. I would only do 2 at the most myself, or a third boost if a primo got injured and was going to be out for a while. Also, if rookies go 2 times low scores, just keep them on the bench, scoring until they reach their peak, he says. Unless you got Will Gould, then trade him out. Yes, that is correct. Good answer, John. You get 2 ticks from me. Good boy. Right, we've got a Charlie Watson. He gave me a good answer last week as well. Let's see what he's going to say this week. He says, all the mentioned high-scoring players are enticing. All right, he's enticed. He says, but I would prioritize cash generation, meaning I would trade in the high-scoring rookies after round 1 for other rookies on my bench. Yes, and watch how Zeeble, Ridley, and Long perform in round 2. If they all perform well again, I will use a boost after round 2 to get all 3 in. As for the underperformers in my team, I would hold them all to see how they go for a second round before replacing them if they score poorly again. So my answer is C. Good boy, Charlie. Charlie, you don't muck around. Charlie is a very aggressive young man. I'm giving you 3 ticks for you, Charlie. Okay, another aggressive man. Good boy. Okay, Daniel, he's going B. He doesn't muck around either. He says, I don't think you use trades here. I am using the boost. He's using the boost as well. Daniel is on fire. Okay, he says, Zeeble will be a bad miss given role. So Perkins to Zeeble. That's number 1. Oliver to another primo mid, say 600, 620k mid. Let's just say we'll go for Jack Steele for you. Okay, Jack Steele's a good pickup. Maybe Brayshaw, give him fixture run, or one of the 550Ks. Guys you missed, LDU, yes, you can go on one of those as well. Stu to Rids, assuming roll, this makes you 100k, correct. It seems reactionary, but assuming rolls are good, I think you do react to cash gen lost. I can pocket 150k from these trades, then you wait for Oliver to bottom out, and then you pick him up again. Good answer. I would say round 6 for the Richmond North. You must have watched my review. that is the correct time to get him, before the Richmond game. And as for Sin and Baker, I do those trades when they are on the bubble. Good boy, Daniel, you're getting 3 ticks. I'm putting it at the front of the class as well, next to Lee. He could sit next to Lee as well. Okay, now Benny's on. He says, good to see we have passed kindergarten. Benny, you've flown past kindergarten, okay. And elevate to primary school. No, you're going to high school next, Benny. Don't worry about that. The Scodfather answer. D. He's going D. Okay. We don't panic after round 1. Back your team in unless major injury to your players. If Scodfather predictions are correct, then burn the Ferrari by a Datsun. Okay. Good answer. 2 ticks for you, Benny, and an extra one for being funny. We're with my North Indian friend, Avtar Johal. Okay, he says, Abs, you ask about my last name. It's North Indian. See, I knew that. You are worldwide, Abs. Yes, I'm a worldwide celebrity now. Just calm it down, okay? Just calm it down. Okay, now, here's going to go D. It's only 1 week. No trades. Don't let the opening mid fool you. We end up getting them back again. During the season, wasting a trade. You backed them in for a reason. Come on down here. Love your work, Abs. Good boy. Avtar, you're getting two ticks from me. Okay, we're going to go to Kotzi. Kotzi says, B, he's making free trades to continue to tune the Ferrari. A good boy, Kotzi. I love this Ferrari. Okay. Assess the roles of Zeeble and Ridley, as they likely got kick-ins and are playing the same role from 2 years ago. That's correct. That's what I would say. That's what they're doing. They scored well for the full year. Long also could gain his halfback role that last season we talked about in the preseason. Oliver's a trusted primo that would have played his normal role, so just calm it down with Oliver. And Ashcroft will be locked for that role. Trades, presuming 50... I don't know what ATB means, okay? 50 pre-round 1, okay. Perkins to Zeeble, Stewart to Ridley, and Gota to Long. Good answer, Gotzi. Okay, you get 2 ticks. Actually, I'll give you another one because you're a good boy. Okay, now my friend Robert Gregg. Let's see what he says. He's going to pick D too. No trades for him as well. Okay, he says, I would pick D, and if a repeat happened in round 2, then boost and with the free trades. That's fair enough before the price changes. Players dropping in price or players not getting enough money. Good answer, Rob. 2 ticks for you, young man. We have another Rob. Rob Guzzi. Okay, it's an obvious D. He says, obvious D, he says. It's not just a D, it's an obvious one. Just calm it down, Rob, okay? He says, stick with the plan you have spent months working on. No price movement, end of round 1. The premiums will balance out and still be top 6 to 8. That's a good answer. R3 when prices adjust. Round 3 when prices adjust. Time to correct rookie trades. Then the true value is known. Job security is essential. Keep those premiums. Don't waste trades. You'll regret. Stick to your plan. Calm it down, everybody. He says, just calm it down. 2 ticks for the young man. He's gone for the obvious answer, which is D, the obvious one. Okay, good answer. Okay. Now, Paul Davison, he says C. He's going to make 2 trades. Save the boost for next week. Good boy, Paul. He says, if money allows, he's going Perkins to Zeeble and Gota to Long. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think you have enough cash for this one. And give the others another week. You might not have enough cash, young man, but if you have that much cash, that's a good answer. All right, 2 ticks for you, Paul. Okay, Brenton Heron, my friend. He's become a great... Brenton was a very passive player. Now all of a sudden he's become a monster. He says, B, he's going to use free trades using the boost. He's going all in. We have plenty of trades for corrections, he says. And I'm getting a lot of Facebook messages here. He says, trade Stewart to Ridley. Pick Stewart back up at a discounted price if needed. Ashcroft to Baker. With 100k from Stewart and 70k from Ashcroft, use the cash to then trade Gota to Long. I'm not waiting around for rookies. And mid prices to improve this year. Either perform for 1 week or cough up. That's fair enough. He's he's become an aggressive young man, this Brenton man. Okay, 2 ticks for you, young man. Good answer. Okay, my friend John James, he's telling me, he says that this is not a tough question. He wants harder questions. Okay, I'm going to give you harder ones next time, John. Just calm it down. Okay, he says, easy in fact. He says he's going to wait a week. No trades. Option D. Who knows what the next week will bring. Plus, you need more than one game to make a decision. Okay. As far as the rookies are concerned, you wait until they are on the bubble to do what to do. Good answer, John. He's a cool customer, this John man. Okay. Bray Lakuf. Okay. Lukov. Okay. Now, he says, just calm down. It's round 1. Trade them out in round 2. No hold them for a while. Don't like to trade 1 or 2 players after round 1. Love your work. Great video. Now, Bray runs a small business. I'm going to explain what this business is very soon. He does these. We're going to talk about sponsorship with Bray soon. He's a good boy. Okay, Cal Thomas, he says, I'm going with D. He says here, none of the players listed can be judged off one game of information. There's just as much likelihood that you can trade out Ashcroft to Jay Sin and then Sin scores a 40 the following week and Ashcroft goes bananas with 105. That's a good answer, Cal. Wait until at least round 2 to trade and just calm it down and go for your selections. Good news for me is that I actually have Zeeble, Long, Baker. You have all my players, Cal. What's going on? Have you seen my team, Cal? Just calm it down. Okay, keep it up. Good father, alright? You get 2 likes because of the answer. You get 1 extra like because you got my players. Just calm down, Cal. Okay, next. We've got a Bob Johnson. He says, another one of my regulars. He says, premiums always bounce back if they're still in the prime. That's correct. Perkins is the weak link. No points or money. Dump. Ashcroft, Gota. Never choose expensive rookies unless they're desperate or have a known role. And best 22. For the cheaper rookies, I'm bringing Ridley for Perkins. Ridley probably has good answer, Bob. 2 ticks for you, and an extra one I'm putting at the front of the class, okay? Now, my friend here, Dan Evans, is a very lovely bloke, this Daniel bloke. He says, make some corrections. Don't panic about Stewart or Oliver. They will bounce back. And he's gone for C. Good answer, Daniel. You only get 1 tick because you're from the Richmond Forum. You already know the answer. All right. Now, Emily. All right, what does Emily have to say? He says, get Zeeble because he's going to go boom. Splash Rose trades early. Good girl, Emily. 2 ticks for you. Okay, Graham Fisher. He says, panic. Unable to calm her down. He says, must rage trade Stewart to Ridley. Abs was right. Perkins to Zeeble. Abs was right again. And go to Long. I should have listened to the Scodfather. Oh, damn, Abs. He's a mile in front already. That's a funny answer. You're going to get 5 likes because you're too funny. Okay, we go to AU Millennium. He says, D, he's going to hold his trades. He says, hold the primos at just round 1. And rookies scored well and then they do nothing the week after. That's correct. That's a good answer, Millennium. 2 ticks for you. Jimmy, he says, it's Jimmy. I like the way you spell Jimmy. Jimmy, he says, D, many years round 1 has not been a clear indication of what happens for the rest of the season. Price changes do not come into effect yet, so you can afford to wait a week to see how things shake out. Good answer. And then make a decision. Rushing and using trades based on 1 game is not wise. You should choose these players for a reason. That's a good answer, Jimmy. I love this answer. That's 2 ticks for you. Okay. Thomas Wilson, he says B. Thomas Wilson has become an aggressive young man. He says the first few trades are about making sure you can generate the most cash so you have the big briefcase which you can stash on upgrades for your Ferrari. Well, Ferraris aren't cheap, are they? He says you must play attacking, go hard, go home. If you play defensive, you won't be able to keep up with the Godfather. He's actually correct. He says you'll be in panic mode and won't be able to calm it down. You'll have no money, so you'll have no honey with no trophy. Also, this will not happen because I will listen to the Godfather and he'll lead me to greatness. It's important to patch up those mistakes with the first few trades as prices don't rise until round 3. Good answer, Thomas. Thomas, I'm putting it at the front of the class as well. You're going to sit with Lee as well. Actually, we have no room at the front left, but it doesn't matter. We're going to find somewhere to put you, okay? Just calm it down. Okay. Elise Watkins, she says, due to the fact that there is 1 more round before the price rise, so scores like Zeeble might be anomaly. Wait 1 more week, she says. And I wouldn't pick Perkins anyway. Well, neither would I, so that's a good answer. 2 ticks for you, young lady. Okay, Proggy says, love the videos, get me thinking for sure. Also, Abs, is Toronto a lock? Videos coming on him. Well, Toronto is already done. You get 1 tick because you didn't answer this question. Okay, next, we have Matt in here. Matt says, wait and see next week's results to see if role changes or just bad game. We have chosen those players for a reason. Good answer, young man. 2 ticks for you. Okay, we have Fantasy with AST. There's only a simple answer, he says. Listen to the Scodfather, you'll never have this problem. It's a good answer. Alright, I'm going to put you at the front of the table as well. I've got to find chairs for you, okay? Peter Walsh has come back. Good boy, Peter. He's gone for E, which I didn't have an option for E, so he's made one up. He says one trade. It's my bad. I should have done the one trade option. He says one trade. Perkins for Zeeble. Like to watch rookies over 2 weeks. Good answer, Peter. And Primo's also had to research why scores aren't what they were. Yes, that's the right answer. Oliver and Stewart could go 160 in round 2. They certainly could. Sideways trading a rookie or a Primo after one game and having extra game to look at with no price change is not good business. Just a come down. Good answer, Peter. 2 ticks for you. My friend Jordan David, he says, I select E. Come down a second, he says. And D. Saver trades. Oliver is pointless to trade when he's dropped in price, no profit. Perkins you can hold on to as Essendon fan. We have an easy couple of games coming up, he says. He can score better, just calm it down. Ashcroft and Goda and are the ones you can trade. No point to trade Oliver and Stewart. You lose big money early on. Goda and Ashcroft can be traded, but I will just wait. Good answer, Jordan. 2 ticks for you, young man. We have Roberts. He says, Confucius once said, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to eat rice. Note, this saying may have changed over the years. You get 1 tick because you didn't answer the question, but you get an extra tick because you're funny. Okay, good answer, Robert. Okay, Ryan, he says, come down, only 1 week of scores. Look to make trades round 2 for larger sample size. Good answer, Ryan. You get 2 ticks. Okay, Graham has come on. He says, C, 2 trades. Graham is an aggressive young man. He says, and then he says, if again, if I have Oliver, unless injured, he part of the family to end the untradeable. But if you love honey on your toast as much as the Scodfather, the beekeeper, maker of honey, you need money to get that honey. So Stewart at 80, 604k, he's out, he's gone. He says Ridley, 135k at 504k, he's in. After round 3 price change, double dip the honey and jar Stewart. Ridley, dollars, can get Stewart again. Later, 36 trades. Zeeble, 148. Oh my God. It says, why did I start with Perkins? This will be the first trade of the season. And he's showing dollars now. Remember to be calm. It's important, but it's important to calm it down. Hold your rooks for now, he says. Who's to say next week? Baker and Sydney score 50 and Godo and Ashcroft score 80. I just be wrong, but I don't trust long. Okay, good answer, Graham. 2 ticks and 1 more tick for you for being funny. You're a funny man. Okay. Chris, my friend Chris, he says, D, given no injury concerns. Don't burn the trades. Now, calm down and have you picked your play for a reason. Good answer, Chris. You get 2 ticks. Okay, my friend Michael Prendergast, he says, firstly, he's not a cricket player. He says his cousin, well, it's a distant relative actually, is a Carlton player, Ian Prendergast. So just to calm down. So we have another celebrity. Michael is our celebrity again. Okay, he says D. He's not going to do no trades. He says that he's going to assess Ridley and Zeeble if they're taking kick-ins, plans to pick him up next week. Okay. Looking at trading high-priced rookies like Ashcroft if they continue to score badly. Good answer. 2 ticks for you, young man. Okay, we have Paul Kennedy. He says, no trading from him. Wait a week as prices won't change till round 3 and just calm it down. Okay, good answer, Paul. Okay, 2 ticks for you too, young man. We're nearly finished. We have the Galaxy Wolf here. There's 2 wolves in this place. Okay. I'm not waiting another week to do corrections. Go, go, go. He's an aggressive young man, this Galaxy Wolf. Okay, 2 ticks for you. Now, Hani Banani says, see what Trade Assist has to say. AI is smarter than humans, right? That's a good answer. You get 2 ticks for that. And Darren Walker says, but I get what you mean. I'll stay with D. Okay, good answer, Darren. Actually, I think I gave you a tick before, but I'll give you another one anyway. Well, my answer, what would I do? Okay, what would the Scodfather do now? Well, let me tell you now, okay? Just calm it down. Now, Zeeble, he should be in this team, regardless. He has to be in this team, and Perkins cannot be in this team. Now, let's count how many possible players we need, okay? We need possibly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. Now, how are we going to get all 5 of these players? What happens if Long goes massive next week? What happens if Ridley goes massive next week? What happens if Zeeble goes massive next week? All right. What happens if they don't? But what happens if they do? All right. Now we're going to see where they played, obviously, and if they got these scores, it means that they got these scores for a reason. They had good roles. All right. So we need to get all 5 of them before their price goes up. All right, we have to have them. If they have the same role again next week, so we have to watch. So what I would do, I would get Zeeble for starters. So we're gonna grab him. We need Zeeble. Now we can watch Long and Ridley one more week because we can't actually afford them yet. So we can watch him one more week, but we can actually get a rookie. So let's pick which one. Whichever one of these two rookies had a better role. Okay, we'll get them. One of them. And hopefully they get picked for starters. So we're going to make sure they get picked. But if they get picked, we're going to have to pick one of these two. All right. So it's going to either be Baker or Sin. So I don't know which one. We'll just pick any one of them. Doesn't matter. And who are you going to get rid of? Perkins has to go. He's gone. Gonski. Okay, he's gone. And next one, who's going to go? Well, if we're going to put a midfield or it has to be a midfield rookie because you haven't got many spots to play with. So it's going to have to be Ashcroft. I mean, keep in mind, we've got Ashcroft for 7 weeks. That's what we need him for. One of those weeks is already gone. Now he's got 6 weeks left. Now, if he scored 50, it means he had a bad role. But that's probably his normal role. So Ashcroft is going to go. He's gone. Because then he could always be a sub as well. He had a substandard game. He's too expensive. I'd rather get the cheaper one and I need the cash. So I'm making 2 trades. So I'm Zeeble, and let's just say Baker comes in, and Ashcroft and Perkins are gone out. Because if Ashcroft and Baker score roughly the same, even if Ashcroft scores an 80 and Baker scores 60, it doesn't worry me. Because I've saved 80k, and that 80k I've got to upgrade my team. I should never have gotten Ashcroft in the first place if I knew it was going to be this bad. So these are my trades. But your trades that you've made, it doesn't mean that you're wrong, okay? Because we all have different ways of playing. But if you're eyeing to grab 5 of these players, all 5 of them, you need to use 2 trades minimum because you only got 3 trades next week with the boost. If you're only planning to grab 3 of them next week, who are you going to grab? What if these 3 go nuts? You're gonna lose the rookies, all right? And you need cash. So the rookies are first, all right? You need these 2 first. Then what are you going to do about these 3? So you have a problem. We need to act, as far as the Abs Magic way goes, we need to act fast. There's no waiting in this game. The minute you wait, it's game over. Because what's going to happen? You're going to wait to grab Zeeble. You're going to wait 1 week. You're going to grab Zeeble next week, okay? You're going to lose 2 rookies, or you're going to lose out on 2 of these high-scoring players, which you can get the following week for more expensive. That's how I play it anyway. That's how I see it. So we are going to go 2 rookies, 2 trades this week. We're going to go aggressive. And if next week they fail, we don't have to trade next week. If they go well, we get them next week. If we got the wrong one, it doesn't matter. We took a gamble. Sometimes you have to gamble because you've done the research and you've seen where he played. You had doubts pre-season. You weren't sure if Zeeble was going to play that role, but he did. That's why we got him. So that is my answer. Now the next question is even tougher. Here is today's question. Okay, well, episode 3 question. What would you do? Now, last week, you all went with option D, right? We're just going to assume everyone went with option D. No one made trades, all right? If you made trades, we're pretending that you didn't. They're just coming down, okay? No one didn't make a trade last week. We were all keeping calm last week, okay? We all calmed it down last week. No trades. It's the end of round 2. The following players are not in your team. And it's what they scored. This includes the round 1 and round 2 scores, all right? Now, Zeeble, 148 round 1, 127 this week. Okay, end of this week. He's taking kickings, playing in defence. He has a good role. We've seen the heat maps. It looks good. Okay, Long, he's gone 125 and then 135. He's playing half back. And in the press of the coach said he'll play that role all year. The coach loves him. He absolutely loves him. Okay, now Ridley, he's gone 135 or 145. He's taking kickings. He's playing defence. He's doing this is the old Ridley. He's back. Now, our rookie, Baker, he's gone 80 and 70. And Sin has gone 80 and 70. Okay? Now, Abs Magic has got all of these players now because he made trades. None of you did, but he did. Just calm it down, okay? Even if you did, we just pretend you didn't. All right, now what are you going to do? The following players are in your team. Now, we've got a few problems here, okay? Let me show you. I'm going to move this up again. Okay, these players are in your team now, okay? McRae. He scored 130 in round 1, but then he scored 80 last week. Bevo put him on a wing. Can you believe Bevo? He would do that. Of course Bevo would do that, right? He put him on a wing. Really bad role he had. Parrish. He scored 130 last week. He had a good week. But he scored 40 this week. He got injured. He's out for 3 weeks. He did a hammy. I can't believe it. You're having bad luck. Okay, so Parrish has done a hammy. LDU. He went 110 last week. He went 100 this week, but he got reported out for 3 weeks. He got angry. He didn't come down. He hit someone. But just take it easy, right? We've got more. We've got problems. Perkins has gone 60 and 45. Stewart has gone 80 and 100. So Stewart's form is lifted. Okay, we're happy with Stewart now. Oliver, he went 60. He got tagged again. 2 weeks in a row he's been tagged. They're tagging him. We're pretending just to come down, right? But he got tagged again. 60 and 90. Gota has gone 50 and 60. Ashcroft has had a better week. He's gone 70 this week. 50 and 70 now. So what are you going to do now? What is your plan? Give me a plan. I want to see a plan, okay? Now, what's your plan? A, you make 1 trade. I think you're a very brave man if you make 1 trade. B, you make 2 trades. And C, you make 3 trades and you use the boost. Or 4, you wait till next week because you're a cool customer. Okay, so which one are we going to do? A, B, C, and D, and who are we trading at? Who are we trading in? I want to hear all of this now. Give me some explanations, okay? Now, thank you everyone for joining. You have been awesome, absolutely awesome. We're going to have a tougher scenario next week again, but I want to see your answers. Now, I'm going to give you the answers in 2 days' time because this gives you 2 days to give me answers, all right? You got time. And that's the end of our episode for today. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.